Hello and welcome, everybody. Today we have a very special guest with us. He has been traveling all over the world trying to help people with the most important thing. It's how to use our mind effectively and how to be very useful in our lives without being anxious and frustrated. He has a very immense experience. So I let him actually discuss and talk about himself more. Hello, Mr. Doctor, sorry. Doctor, Professor, and Moiz Hussain, who has been a very big name in Pakistan. But at the same time, you have had the experience of silver method across the world. So please let our audience and our viewers know about, firstly, about the silver method and yourself.
Thank you, Tarek. Wonderful having you. I just came for a short visit and I met Tarek and we were just having a chat over biryani. He has this wonderful restaurant here called the Biryani Restaurant, and the food is really delicious. And the most beautiful thing is the view. If you see the water there, uh, and I always get very fascinated when I gaze or I look at the sea and the water and the sound of the surf. Water is one of the five elements of matter. 90% of our blood is water, 65% of the body by weight is water. So whenever one is tense, anxious, just go over and spend some time at the beach and look at the water. Don't talk to anybody. And Adil, if you do that, you will be immensely affected positively because the water in your body gets positively programmed. And stress negatively programs, in fact, it corrupts the water inside. So my I've been to what is called mind sciences since I was 16 and a half years old. I was initially into Raj Yoga uh, when I was 16 and a half. And then I traveled worldwide. I learned a lot of things. Knowledge has no continents, no country, no borders, no boundaries. It's spread out everywhere, but just needs to be a seeker in order to learn and continuously growing. So I think what we are doing is that not only we are learning and growing by sharing and teaching knowledge, we are also helping people to take charge of their life. Your mind is something that most people are unaware of. The only thing you are aware of is your brain, but there is something, an entity which is invisible, can't be seen, yet it exists. So if you don't know how to manage your mind manages you. And this happens with majority of the population where people are suffering, people are under stress, anxiety, they have relationship issues, they have problems in the business or jobs. They are not satisfied with their life, they have health issues. And the only most important reason would be that they have not learned how to manage their mind. So basically, my job is to teach people use your mind for a change and learn to manage your mind so that your mind can make this world a heaven for yourself. If not managed, life can be hell.
And these are very interesting words, and obviously, very nice to hear these words. One when gets to know about these positive affirmations, it does create positive energy within themselves. But then, in a country like United Arab Emirates, where people have these amazing opportunities to excel, and it does provide that, we provided this amazing picture that we should be able to use our mind and be in heaven. What is tell us our viewers over here that how do they able to keep reaffirming that kind of things within themselves? What is the practice to go forward it? And how do you suggest with your experience in training so many people from so many different backgrounds, link to that together for our audience?
See, first of all, my first visit to Dubai was about 35 years ago. And when I see the transformation of this country and this entire region, I salute the leadership, the vision that the leadership has. So the first thing is be with people who are visionary, who have leadership quality, and who can instill positivity in you. We all have challenges in our life. I don't use the word problems, it's challenges. We have challenges in relationship, we have challenges in jobs and finance. Sometimes we have challenges as far as our health is concerned. How do you tackle those challenges? How do you overcome them? Uh, First of all, the most important element is never give up. Regardless of what you're facing, how big a calamity it is, how big a challenge it is, the moment you give up actually hope. When you give up hope, there is nothing that your mind can go forward to and expect is something good to happen because you have already put down everything. You're not struggling, you're not fighting. So first is be with people who have visions, be with people who have leadership quality. They can inspire you, they can motivate you. The very fact that their energy, if you are within the field of their energy, that is enough for you to have that confidence and that courage and that power to be able to manifest anything you want in your life. The second thing is take out some time every day. See, we go for work, we watch television, we spend time on social media. We know a lot about what is happening in this world. How many of us really know ourselves? That's a big question, right? I know about everything that happens, the latest technology, what is happening, artificial intelligence, metaverse. But how much do I know about my mind and how I feel and how I perceive the world? So I would advise, in fact, Adil, through his networking and through this podcast that he gets, ask people to spend 5 to 10 minutes every day quietly sitting in the chair and make sure there's no stimulus, no TV, no radio, no mobile phone. Just close your eyes and try to go inwards. I remember a story that was told by my teacher the very first time when I saw him. And he said that in order to find real happiness, the world is running after happiness. Happiness is not attached with having a beautiful car or a great house or a dream job. Happiness is something that does not require anything external. It is a feeling, it's a state of well being. So he told me that if you really want to find that happiness which most people have lost in this world, is just go inwards. The moment you go inwards, there is an entire universe within you which you can explore. And when you open your eyes, not only you start learning to discover who you are in reality, you're also beginning to experience flashes of that happiness, which is not dependent on any external thing.
Exactly. And in the same way, you would be knowing about it that wellness industry across the world is now reaching up to $7 billion, meaning that people are looking towards solutions towards their internal, physical, emotional well-being. And so, how does mind sciences complement the physical and internal well-being of a person, especially within the environment where there are ambitious challenges that one is after it and is trying to engage it, and the frustration is coming towards not able to achieve those ambitious challenges.
See, basically, it's the way you perceive a situation. Thomas Edison failed so many times he could not light a bulb. And one of his friends came and told him that, are you an idiot? You have failed so many times to light a bulb. He said, no, I've not failed. I've learned that there are so many ways I cannot light it, right? It's a way of how you look at it. Perception becomes very important. Years back, we thought happiness or peace of mind or satisfaction lies in if I get this, if I get this, if I marry this person, if I get this job, if my business runs like this, I'll be very happy, very satisfied, and very peaceful. We realize now that this is not going to give us satisfaction and happiness. So the wellness industry started coming up. People realizing that there is something that we need to do by learning to calm our minds. So I think the most important element when we talk of wellness industry, number one is the mind. The mind is a leader. Everything is the mind, right? What you think works on your body. See, every thought creates subsequent feelings and emotions. And those emotions are felt in your body, which of course you experience. But your thoughts you don't experience, except that you think on your thought. So if you learn to manage your thought, what I need to think and what I don't need to think, that's where the first step toward wellness starts. Other things definitely complement the entire process. However, just watch your thoughts. That's something that I've taught to people in worldwide. I've taught in Europe, I've taught in USA, I've taught in England, I've taught in Africa, I've taught in Middle East, I've taught in many countries. The first thing is learn to watch your thoughts and watch your thought as a witness. Don't get involved with your thoughts. When you watch a movie, you know it's a movie, it's not real. It is there. So you are sitting and you're watching the movie. Your emotions can be under control if you know that you are just an observer. So observe your thought as an observer. Try not to get involved into it, and that's where you learn things that can help you towards wellness.
These are very amazing words and especially inspiring to be able to get into that practice of how to be an observer of our thoughts. So, in that regard, I believe you have been doing some workshops in Middle East as well. And so, going forward, what are your plans in the Middle East per se? Uh, what are your plans to do, engage in these workshops? And if somebody wants to be a part of it and touch with you, let us know how can somebody do that?
See, right now I'm doing programs in USA, many cities in the USA. I recently I did a program in London also. Now, because of the technological advancement, it's so easy to do it online. So we are doing every week some workshops in online. I am the director for Middle East, Africa, Pakistan, Iran. I'm not doing anything in Iran.
Director for Silver Method.
The Silva Method. Silva Method is an organization. Uh, Silva Method was conducted in 110 countries, translated in 40 languages. 40 books have been written on it. And Silva Method was researched for many years. And if you Google how science discovered Silva, you'll get a PDF report of the research that was there. It's an amazing program. We are in charge for these places that I've just mentioned. And I believe that learning to go inwards, all our life we go outwards. You watch yourself in the mirror every day when you comb your hair. But how many of us actually go within ourselves, inwards? So the Silva Method is one of the programs that teaches you how to go inwards and discover the latent dormant abilities and energies that we have within us and to use them to create a better life, to create success, to manifest things in your life, whatever you want. So it has been proved through scientific studies and research that for students it's an amazing program. The students can get better grades. For people from all ages, from all professions, they can benefit wonderfully from this. So you guys can check it out on Google, definitely.
And don't worry about it. We will be actually having much more conversations with Professor Moiz Hussain in the coming weeks and months. We have just started this journey with him. And not just people who are interested to know more about mind sciences, but are also looking to engage and collaborate within this industry to approach us, to connect with us. We are trying to create a community also around this thing. And so we look forward to listening more from you in our feedbacks and our comment sections, and also from Professor Moiz Hussain online.
A small advice, or rather a suggestion. See, the entire objective, if you were to sum up whatever we do, is to create a world, a better world for ourselves and for those who follow. And how do we create a better world? By learning to manage our minds. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Moiz Hussain,
Thank you.
and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.